Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
Friend.
Hey, welcome to the S-4 Bunker, coming to you live tonight from the Cascade Mountains here in, well, Bigfoot's country. In Concrete, Washington, and the home of aliens and UFOs and everything else. And
yep.
Yeah, so here we are.
Everything else is a good way.
You got to listen to the ReaperApparelCo.com to get your Reaper Apparel merchandise.
Yeah, that's a merchandise store. There's nothing to listen to there.
I know it.
So yeah, go to ReaperApparelCo.com and get your merchandise. We have a whole bunch of stuff on there for
mugs.
Like mugs, hoodies, t-shirts, and they're all based off the Grim Reaper and Positive Attitude. So it's actually a great place to go and get some cool clothes. So
we like the Grim Reaper. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Actually, I know him personally.
Yeah,
I can tell you stories about the Grim Reaper, about Death himself. I've met him.
So,
and I don't mean that in like I've died and met him. I've met him because of situations that required me to meet him and be an advocate.
You gotta poke him in the face.
Does he like Chicago deep dish pizza?
No, nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Nobody
I know, it's too greasy. He died of a heart attack. I mean, not really.
Hey.
So, but yeah, head over there and use our coupon code S4 Bunker in order to get your merchandise, and you'll get 10% off. So, friend, and you'll help us out too. So that's a double bonus. Win-win.
Absolutely.
Friend.
So I want to kick off the show tonight with some doom and gloom shit. Just 'cause it's kind of stuck in my fucking head. So I knew the ocean was warming, and 2 or 3 weeks ago, last time we talked about this on the show, the Gulf Coast was at like 98, 99 degrees. Now it's at 101.
Oh, damn.
It's higher than it's ever been temperature-wise.
My kid was in there last weekend, and he can verify this. Yes, he said it was very warm.
Yeah, it's 101 degrees.
I'm pretty sure right off the fucking coast of Antarctica it's not.
Probably not.
Like, whoever has this information, they're like,
No, okay, here's the bad part about it being in the Gulf Coast and being that warm. We're in the peak, starting to get into the peak of hurricane season. Hurricanes move quick and strong in warm water. That's why you want the water cooler. So, we're
From a few.
I don't think it's going to make it to Washington. I'm not that worried.
I'm not worried about here.
Me either.
But then, and maybe you've heard this too, Nikki. They're talking about the current in the ocean is slowing down.
Yes, I have heard about that. I haven't heard a whole lot about it, but I have heard tidbits of it. Specifically, well, in the last 6 months. I'm trying to think of exactly how long. It's been more like 4 months, but I push it out to 6 because so much going on.
So, yeah, no shit.
It's tidbits. It's only tidbits here and there.
What's that going to cause? Well, there's methane in the bottom of the ocean. And you have a stagnant ocean that's getting warmer. It's creating a cesspool that's going to blow the fuck up. So pretty soon we're going to have a sun over here and flaming oceans. Won't that be fun? We can roast marshmallows on the oceans.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Okay,
I want to roast marshmallows
down.
on the oceans.
The current's slowing down, right?
Uh-huh.
How long do you think it's going to take to get to the point where the methane can actually come up?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. Well,
Neither does anyone else.
If you're talking methane, there are methane pockets underneath the ocean that do come up
sea
and cause issues in certain sections of the... Robert, you're muted.
That's because he's eating.
Yeah.
Robert wants to talk.
Yeah, but they come up mostly in the triangles.
It'd be the triangle.
Yeah, that's mostly in the
They
triangles.
pull the ships down.
Yeah, but we don't got to worry about that. We'll go to Mars with Elon Musk soon.
Have fun.
We'll just
I'll stay down here and die. I don't care.
No, but here's the thing. We have so many other things that are more likely to end our world right now. We've got an asteroid that has now broken off from another asteroid that is now supposed to hit us in 2025. If it doesn't, it definitely will by 2032.
Damn.
Yeah, I keep seeing 2025 mentioned in fucking all my goddamn news feeds. I don't know whether it's an asteroid.
Because
Huh?
The math is not good enough for them to actually tell whether it's going to hit us or not. There is plans underway already to nudge it.
Oh, is Bruce Willis going to go up?
No.
God damn,
how are we
he's
supposed
too
to
old.
nudge the thing? Are we just throwing a rocket at it?
Pretty much.
Oh, you put all you got to do is put a little bit of heat on it, some reflective panels, and there he is. The sun will do it for.
Apparently, the first one they are going to try is they are going to meet it halfway on its way back, and they are going to attach the rockets to it and fire them.
And we got those rockets from Acme.
And what are they? What are the next 3 plans after that?
Yeah.
Is that their only plan?
No.
I hope they have 3.
Drillers. Well, guys.
I know Russia is already Russia's already building. What's that thing? Solar
flare. Not flare.
Not flares. That's
Solar
bad. Yeah, solar sail. Yeah.
There you go.
So they are building a solar sail, but we can't send that to it. We can only that has to stay near us.
Well, we want the Russians being responsible for it, given their track record. They can't even put
You know what?
proper GPS in their planes right now to fight the Ukrainians.
Yeah, but come on. We spent $1 million building a fucking pen that could write in space. They used a pencil. So who's really the smarter space agency?
No, but
I'll take my money or put my bet on Elon or Bezos.
I would too, but at the same time, Russia, bad. I'm not saying they're not, but when we're coming to a fucking potential global cataclysm, they're not gonna.
They're willing to work with
us. A few of them. That's the problem. You're not just looking at one. You're looking at a number of different possible issues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you've got the issue with if we're going to get, you're talking a lot of negativity, and we'll turn it back around to the positive here in a second, but you've got the asteroid. Supposedly there was a second one. I've not heard anything about the second one in quite some time. You've got what Eric had talked about, which is the current slowing down. You got the heating up of the oceans. You got
Oh.
the garbage. You got the garbage patch that is eating up causing a lot of sea life issues. Then I have been once again reminded to talk about, and boy, have the other side been very predominant about me talking about this. So much so that on a show last week, they came after me through a friend of mine. They're like, "You're going to talk about this."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the hell are we talking about?" And my friend who's a psychic commented, and she was like, "What does this mean?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." So basically, we've got an issue with the sun that the scientists will be able to figure out and determine that there's a CME going to happen, a coronal mass ejection. Now, this is a psychic download that I received approximately 2 to 3 years ago. It's easier for me to say 2.5 years ago. And basically, it was back then, I was being shown by the other side, and oddly enough, by some of the ETs who were in spirit form, which that was interesting. And they're still trying to, the ETs and whoever's in power, still trying to figure out how to make this not happen. I don't even want to know how that's possible.
No.
That's science beyond anything that we've got, way, way beyond anything we've got. But basically what it is a gigantic, the largest form of a CME that has ever been recorded in any history, not just on our planet, anywhere. And the scientists, the earth scientists, will know about it, will figure it out before it happens. But what they will not know is that there's a second coronal mass ejection that will happen that is so large it takes out a quarter of the sun. And that's my estimation, because I don't know how the heck to describe what I witnessed in both the psychic vision that I'd been given, the download that I'd been given, plus the constant, they would not let up on me last week. And I was like, finally, okay, I've talked about it, you're going to leave it alone for a while. Nope, because when you started talking about this stuff, Eric, they started pestering me again. So, so it needs to be talked about. And one of the things that my psychic friend had talked about on air was that she was picking up while I was talking and telling, like what I'm telling you guys. She was picking up that the people that are in whatever kind of power outside of Earth are trying to make it so that it doesn't happen. They're trying to figure out a way to where that doesn't happen, but they want the population of our planet to know that if it does happen, it'll happen at the end of this year, and that we're looking at a brain fart. I can't think of what it's called. It's where the power goes out.
Blackout.
Blackout. You're looking at a blackout for some time. Not
We
a
kind of
year's,
been getting
not
ready
a
for
year,
those.
not a year in length, but a good amount of time that it will cause quite an upheaval across the globe. But that's all doom and gloom. They're in the process. The ones that have the ability to do anything about it, they're in the process of trying to make it so that it doesn't happen. Now, what I was shown was that this second thing, the second CME, comes literally from the other side of the sun, shoots through the sun with a gigantic amount of power. And what they told me last week was, and they were very explicit, so explicit. I went, oh my God, you guys, that's so gross. But they said it's going to be like explosive diarrhea for the sun.
Ew.
You'll have a gigantic, massive coronal mass ejection for the first one. The second one, the scientists on Earth will not see coming, and then you'll have lots of little ones after that. And I'm like, joy.
That means we got to send Ross some Pepsi.
Yeah, that's kind of like I was making comments about something like that too. I was like, okay, so who's got the Alka-Seltzer? Who's got the Tums? Who's got the Pepto?
Imodium.
What all do we need to give that
Imodium.
so it doesn't do this?
Imodium would stop Raw up. Yep. We'll just give him some Imodium.
Give it a nice big injection of Imodium AD.
Yeah. That worked. Anyway.
That was quite, all of that is negativity, but if you flip it towards the positive, if you know about it, don't fear monger
so
about it.
negative.
It's just a matter of do your due diligence and your knowledge, and just make sure that you've got emergency supplies like you would for any, emergency.
I gotta ask something.
What?
When I mentioned that our space agencies were working on a plan to nudge an asteroid, you and Robert were both laughing like crazy. Now, we have proven that we can land on a rock in space. We've done it on quite a few of them, including asteroids. You guys think that is way out of our realm, but you honestly believe that there's another power within the universe that's going to help us with a coronal mass ejection? Come on.
No, it's what we call the ETs. And it's their whatever they're doing.
But the thing is, NASA and them have proven that they can do this kind of shit, and you guys think it's a joke.
I wasn't laughing about that. I just think it's kind of hysterical if they don't have anywhere from 3 to 5 alternatives.
Oh, they do. It's just this is the first one they have to.
This is the first one, yeah.
Yeah, this is the first one they're launching, but
and see,
each one is based off how close the asteroid gets.
Yeah, and how long does it take to get each one of those alternatives? That's what I was laughing about for me personally. How long does it going to take them if the first one doesn't work? They better have the second one ready to fire off at an instant in order, not just days or weeks or months.
The solar sail is already in space. The solar sail is already in space.
Is it?
It's there.
Okay.
But it just can't be used until it gets to a certain point.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Friend, the other plans, one of them's really horrible. And I really hope we never have to resort to that.
That came from Crimea.
No, it was our plan.
Of course it was.
And it's a nuke.
No.
Yeah, because they stop hurricanes,
What?
Yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah, in the 50s and 60s, they wanted to nuke everything.
No, this was Trump about 3 years ago was talking about dropping a nuke in a hurricane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
And we got the Chinese. We shouldn't write them off.
I can
Who would be more...
kind of see how that might actually do something, though. It's got to do something.
Yeah, I mean...
a nuke in a hurricane?
Who wants to sell themselves? Chinese?
Yeah.
Besides nuke Florida? Yeah.
It's Florida!
Yeah, just don't live there.
Ask your people to move. Like,
they don't.
Well, okay. Ask some of your people to move. Some probably, well, whatever. But no, but like, okay. A hurricane is just... It starts off because of weather patterns, right? And heat and cold and the mixture and everything, right? Well, a fucking a nuke's gonna change that fucking weather pattern immediately.
Or add to it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Or add to it. and make them bigger.
That's a possibility, but friend,
Certain things I would trust the ETs for.
drop it in the fucking Bermuda Triangle when it's over that. Because that way, no matter what happens, it's probably just going to disappear anyways.
Well, you know, it's done
Into another dimension.
Oh, good
Oh, now we got another dimension pissed off at us because we dropped a nuke on them. Shit.
Yeah.
Probably not the first time. Probably
Yeah,
not
that's-
either.
No,
That's true.
And like Izzy just said, Doctor Who wouldn't be, no. I wouldn't want Doctor Who to show up because he might be on our bad side.
Oh, he is already.
She says, I don't know. I'd put money on NASA in that situation before counting on Doctor Who to show up and fix it.
Friend, he already doesn't like us. He never did.
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
No, he's British.
No, he doesn't like humans.
I don't fucking blame him.
Yeah, he
I don't
doesn't.
like humans either.
He's worried about the Earth, not the human race. Friend.
Yeah.
Damn rights, Robert. Friend, that's who we need to send to tell them to move too. Friend Clint Eastwood. Tell him to fucking...
No, get off my land! Yeah.
Yeah,
Chuck Norris.
And he'd stay. But
friend.
anyway, it's almost fair season. And who do you think is going to take the next haunted item home from the fair?
Okay. First off, fair season started like 6 months ago. Just
What?
because our fair is about to happen doesn't
It
mean
did?
fair season. Yeah, like fair's
When is
happening
the fair?
August.
August 9th through 12th.
Yeah.
But
What?
not all of them are going to sell that kind of stuff. Ours doesn't. There's really nothing like you can't even get crystals. The closest you can get is that paparazzi jewelry at our fair.
That's all of them.
Stop Scooby-Doo.
Really? You've got a pretty good shop in Mount Vernon along Highway... well, it's not 20. What the heck?
99?
Go.
Highway 99?
You're talking about Memorial Highway, 532.
Yes, thank you.
But no, that's a high-priced New Agey store. That's not a.
Is it even still open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of them are fucking going out of business now.
Huh?
I still get their stuff off of Facebook.
Our
Their notifications.
Our two are open, but the one...
Three stores just closed on Memorial Highway.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, this
really?
week. Friend,
Oh,
no one can afford the goddamn rent.
Yeah, the
true.
one I'm thinking of is a big place. Whoa.
Yeah. No, I don't. I've never been to that store. I've just looked at their website and I've looked at the kind of stuff they got. And no, it's New Agey. It's not what I'm looking for.
Well, they do classes too. I know.
Yeah.
There's one like that that I really like in Tacoma. A girlfriend of mine
Tacoma's a whole
showed it
other.
to me.
That Crescent Moon Gifts is awesome in Tacoma. Metaphysical Wonder is.
Crescent Moon Gifts is
Uh-huh.
phenomenal. I love them.
But I can't drive 3 hours just to go to a witchy store.
No.
I'd love to, but no, not at $5 a gallon with a 21-gallon tank.
I've got everyone here excited to go to Ren Fair now.
Good.
Even Jalen.
Holy
I've
shit.
got friends who want me to go.
Friend, we're going on the third weekend.
Second weekend.
I can't go the second weekend, so I guess...
I thought you could.
No. Friend,
Okay.
third weekend was what me and Izzy had talked about, because second weekend is book reading.
Oh, no, you see we're skipping it. Okay.
June is.
Huh?
June is.
Oh. Because second weekend
I had a
is...
fucking stroke. I should fucking go see family.
Okay.
Friend, as much as I can.
Third weekend.
Before it's too late.
See?
Yeah. Second weekend was Mystical Beasts.
What's the third?
What's that? Oh, at the Ren Fair?
Yeah.
Friend.
It's in Snohomish, right?
Yeah.
The town of Snohomish?
You're going to miss the
I
ferry.
thought it was in Arlington.
Arlington, yeah. It's still Snohomish.
Oh.
County.
County, not the town.
No, I was
Right.
thinking of the town.
Yeah.
No, it's in Arlington.
Okay.
And then the Viking Fair is in Arlington in September.
They sell weapons.
Yes, they sell weapons.
Excellent.
There will be stores there that sell weapons.
We'll get you a slingshot, John.
I
A
love
slingshot.
weapons. I
Or a-
am a girl
no.
who loves her
Oh.
weapons.
A slingshot or a cap gun?
Can't afford them, but I love
How
them.
about a mace?
Yeah, and then you can use them for practice
What a
target
bowcaster.
target practice when Grandpa gives you your rifle. Friend.
And then we have Pagan Pride coming up in the end of September.
By the way, if you
Tacoma.
get the 7mm Magnum when Grandpa gives you your rifle, I'm stealing it.
Why?
Because it's one I can shoot still. Friend. He put a muzzle brake on it so I can shoot it.
Oh, the third weekend is Vikings. Okay. I thought they were having a Viking fair too in September somewhere, but a different function.
Friend. Izzy, June said she'd come with us too if you want. Friend, she's going to join us.
Are you going to do the fair at Skagit Valley? Skagit Valley.
No,
The Skagit Fair?
no.
Skagit Fair, the fairgrounds.
So the S-4 Bunker is not going to any functions this year. We might look at going into some events next year.
Yeah. Friend.
But you wait a minute, I missed that. So you're not doing it this year, but you're going next year?
Well,
Yeah.
we don't know that.
We're looking at it.
Okay.
It's $650 just to have a booth there.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Nope.
No,
And that's a cheap one.
that's a 10 by 10.
You know,
I was just going to ask if that was a 10 by 10.
Yeah,
Monroe
just for a fucking
has a
10 by
waiting
10.
list and it's $2,000.
What?
Holy crap.
For what?
Monroe for
Yeah.
Evergreen State Fair.
Yeah,
For Puyallup is $4,000,
for a 10 by 10.
and it's a 10-year waiting list.
Yeah. No. We'll go to the damn International Bigfoot Festival, damn it. We're more welcome there anyway.
Friend. Eventually, well, I'd like to make it to that Oregon Ghost Conference too.
Yep. And the San
Which
Francisco
Oregon Ghost Conference?
The one in Seaside.
Spook.
Ooh.
Friend,
When is that?
it's, I don't know. Friend, I can't remember if it's September or if it's at the beginning.
March or April, I thought.
Yeah, it was March or April.
Yep.
Friend.
And then the International Bigfoot Conference was in, I want to say, May or June. And then we were looking at the fair. That's when that was just before COVID hit, and we were making all these plans for the S4 to be moving and grooving to all these different events. We got to go to the San Francisco UFO Conference. That's supposed to be a big one.
Friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
is supposed to be big. That's
And
one
I don't
where
mind going to
don't-
this stuff. It's just like it costs a lot.
Expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive to get down there. It's expensive to stay, and to make sure that all of your items get there safe and sound. That's a whole nother issue in amongst
That's
itself.
why we load them in the back of the truck. We drive on down there. We sleep in the truck, and we drive on home.
I've slept in a vehicle. I'm good.
I know.
Especially, I don't want to sleep in a vehicle in San Francisco. Fuck that. Friend.
No, you don't.
Why not? Everybody else is doing it.
I've
Or
gotten
is it
it.
just- yeah.
Do you know how many
wait.
tickets? I have gotten tickets for sleeping in a vehicle. It's called illegal camping.
Yep.
And I went to jail for it overnight.
In
Fuck
a
that.
van down by the river.
Well, no, I was on Main Street, but
Well, that's the difference.
and I was
If
in
you
the
were
back of a
the
pickup
van
truck.
down by the river, then you wouldn't have gotten a ticket.
So, okay, I was going to ask. Yeah, I was going to ask something about the. What would you bring if money were not? Okay, that's not the right way to say this. If
Hey,
If
Nikki's
you
paying
could
his
do it.
paying away.
you could do it, what kind of merch would you bring with you? Merchandise would you bring with you to an event?
Underwear.
With little aliens on the front.
No, like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs,
Yep.
Pins.
Frisbee.
Travel mugs for
Frisbees with
frisbees.
aliens.
Well, maybe. I don't know. That
Pins.
I know we had a plan for certain stones, like protection stones, and
Yeah.
as well as
Different stone types.
some smudge sticks.
Yeah, beginner para research kits. Izzy's throwing a list idea out there too.
Yeah.
Because we had a whole plan for it. But yeah, definitely hats, hoodies, t-shirts, the mugs, the keychains. We know what's sold when we're at the fair, and oh my god, the buttons sold the fastest.
Buttons go fast.
Especially the LGBT Bigfoot buttons. They were gone.
Yep.
That was cool. That was cool to see what sold what. Bumper stickers too.
I'd want to throw together some novelty. Let's get that straight out. Novelty Dybbuk boxes.
Oh wait, not the real ones?
No, instead of a soul, they'll have a skittle.
Sold.
Instead,
Again, Robert?
I said 3 ghosts with every box sold.
Brad,
What you do with them, we don't want to know.
instead of a soul, they'd have a skittle in them.
What?
One single skittle. Brad,
We just got to put a disclaimer on them. If your kid opens it up, they choke on the skittle. It's not our fault. The spirit took them.
a Dybbuk box. Easy.
Okay, so what was our subject tonight?
Merchandise.
This is it. It's paranormal items that you can buy at fairs and festivals, as well as Dybbuk boxes, haunted dolls, that kind of shit. Because
Spirits, crystals.
let's all admit, you can buy dolls at some
Baseball
of these,
hats. Yeah.
and a lot of the places that guarantee that they are haunted, and then you find out, no, you just bought a doll.
I want an Annabelle.
Friend,
No, you don't.
I do.
Hey, Dad.
I want Annabelle.
You know what would be funny? If we go to one of these, we need to buy a ton of haunted dolls, gift them all to Grandma.
are you seriously eating a fucking giant bowl of Jello beside the computer? You fucking Bill Crosby motherfucker!
Oh,
It's fine.
What?
he's eating a big bowl of blue Jello.
Right beside his
Talking
mother's
about
computer.
haunted dolls.
I'll move.
No, you don't move the computer. You move the fucking Jello.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
kids.
I made this jello myself. It's pretty good.
Friend,
So didn't? Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Nikki.
Well, didn't you have? I have a vague recollection of Ouija boards, and I was going to make a comment because I saw somebody that had a Ouija board blanket and a Ouija board pillowcase.
Would those work?
I would totally have those on my bed.
Pillowcase.
Yeah,
Would those work as actual
that way.
boards?
Okay, so beginning of night, you flip over to one side, and your mouth is right on high, and then when you wake up, it's on by.
Oh god. Oh, Chucky dolls. Yeah, Chucky dolls are awesome.
But yeah, actually, Izzy makes Ouija boards.
No, she makes the spirit boards.
Spirit boards. I'm sorry. That's the one without the letters.
There is a difference.
Yep.
There is.
So we are actually in the process of completely revamping our property. Now, once we do that, I want to get a chainsaw that's big enough and slice slabs off of cedar that's up in the woods and get her like 10 slabs and have her just start taking her time making them.
I believe I gave her 3 slabs.
You gave her 3 slabs?
Yeah. And still waiting. Still waiting.
Still waiting?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not inviting nobody to the house.
I am. Come on down to Eric's house.
No.
Meet Izzy.
We'll have a
No.
barbecue.
Huh? You're not invited.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, barbecue? Where's barbecue at?
Your house.
Yeah.
We just
Oh,
talked
is
about
it?
this.
Okay.
I knew somebody who worked on the movie Chucky. Still know them. They were in the movie industry.
She's getting right on your spirit board.
Sure she is. I'm not worried about it. Friend, no, like, so my son cut down a tree in our backyard by accident, and friend...
Wait, how do you cut down a tree by accident?
That's
So,
what I want
okay,
to know.
if I told you,
Is it a sapling?
friend, I need you to...
Which one was it?
Hold on. If I told you guys, I need you to trim this tree, I need you to trim up 6 feet up the tree.
No, it was 6 feet from where you're standing.
And there's your answer.
Friend. No, this was Jalen.
That was Jalen. Jalen butchered the tree.
And so he climbed 6 feet up the tree and started trimming. So this tree has a 10-foot area in the middle that has no blockage from the wind.
So it's bald.
Oh yeah, and it is friggin' swinging hard, and there's hardly any wind.
And it was pissed.
Yeah, I was a little upset.
No, the tree was pissed.
Yes, I know I have to fix the barbecue. But I gave you the slabs 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I told you I'd fix the barbecue last week.
But you still ain't been over to fix it.
No, I haven't. I haven't like any time. But no, so we cut down the rest of the tree, but I left about a 4-foot stump, and we just cut diagonally down. So she got 3 really good slabs of I don't even know what it was. It was some kind of evergreen.
Yeah.
But they looked pretty good, so hopefully she'll eventually be able to make something out of them.
That'd be awesome. That's what we did with my cherry tree. I found a woodworker because I was out of the loop. I had family, grew up with family who were woodworkers, master woodworkers actually, and they're all deceased. And so I had to find somebody. And when I had a black cherry tree, the wood was phenomenal, but it had a great big hole up the middle of it. And I'm like, yeah, that tree needs to come down, unfortunately. And kind of did unbeknownst to the family, I did a special thing with me and nature, and said that I made a promise to the tree that, because it's energy, they are a form of a being, so to speak. I don't know how else to explain that. And made a promise that I would find a woodworker who would turn the wood into something usable and that would be treasured. And I found a guy who was able to turn some of the really thick branches into mugs and bowls, and some of the trunk into like artistic bowls. I mean, just beautiful stuff. So yeah, I wasn't a happy camper after having to remove that tree. But if you're going to have to remove a tree, you might as well, make not firewood, but something really a keepsake out of
Useful.
it. Yes, useful. So
Friend,
I understand.
Friend. So if you guys could buy anything at a festival that paranormal-wise, as a novelty, not real.
Oh.
No.
That completely changed my
An
answer.
alien.
Pins. I go for pins. I go for not like hat pins, things of that nature, because to me those things are useful. I also go for the novelty type of votive candle holders.
Ooh,
Not
that's a good one.
Not a lot of people do those. Not a lot of people sell them.
I collect coffee mugs.
But they typically they go almost as quickly as the hat pins. At least they did a number of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course there's the writing pens, PENS, and those stick around for a long time. Yeah, like what Robert's got. Oh yeah, there's an idea with a little flashlight on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't hoard.
but
I
not-
don't hoard
I mean,
coffee mugs. I store them fair and square.
Isn't that hoarding?
What?
You store them.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I do.
I store half of yours.
Yeah,
Your
no.
lawn stores the other half.
No.
You never have a coffee mug. Hardy. I think I have 6 of yours here.
Eh.
Yeah, because
Therefore,
there's
when
one.
I come over here.
There's one. There's another.
shot glasses are another one. That's another novelty.
Yeah, I don't like. I used to collect those when people would go away. They'd bring me back one.
Mm-hmm.
But after I quit drinking, it kind of got pointless.
Another one are playing cards. I don't know why, but when you were first talking about it, I kept seeing was being shown a deck of playing cards, which I thought was kind of unusual. But who am I to? I mean, people.
Well, my son collects them.
Yeah, I did too for a lot of years, and my grandparents. I had quite a few playing cards because decks of cards. I mean, I had family who played poker and cribbage and shit on your neighbor. It's the old. I'm getting looks. It's an old solitaire game, and I grew up with my mother calling it "shit on your neighbor," and basically it was you get your family together, and each family member has their own deck of cards, and you do all your aces going down the length of the row of the dining table, and we had 18, 22 people at a table, and you'd get, hands would get slapped, you'd hear, and man, if the wine came out, or the hard alcohol came out, I grew up around that, where I'd have my own, and then you have some of the great aunts and the great uncles who would love playing it, and they're like, Nikki, get over here, you got the fast hands. So, they're doing the 5 down, and doing the, the king, queen, jack, 10, 9, going down, and I'm flipping the cards going, yeah, and it's just, so my mom, I just grew up with it being called shit on your neighbor. But it was a lot of fun. So I grew up around a lot of different game playing with decks of cards. So you got gin, and you got all sorts of. There's one where you got the 4 people playing. I can't think of what that's called.
Canasta? Or bridge?
No. Bridge. You got bridge, and there's all sorts of stuff. So. Yeah.
With the paranormal merchandise, I know exactly what I would go for.
What?
Because there's a lady that came down one time at that weird market by us.
Swap meet?
Yeah, where Mom got kicked out.
Yeah.
She sold, little fake stuffed demons. And they looked so cool.
A stuffed demon?
Yeah,
Well,
little
that's
stuffed, figurine. It
Key
felt
rings.
soft.
Key rings with the little stuffed animals that are like Sasquatch or
And it looked like a little red demon. It was pretty cool.
all sorts of keychains are a
And it wasn't that
huge
expensive.
thing.
It was only $40 for a decent sized one.
And just to clarify, John, Mom did not get kicked out. But when I got there, I was about 3 minutes from being escorted away by a cop. And probably into a cell, because I didn't actually care about gender at that point. Because that lady, I wanted to beat the hell out of her. Friend,
Yeah.
you do not yell at a 12-year-old kid
Oh, not cool.
and his mother because you think that the spot is yours and you showed up late, friend, and you don't sit there and berate them while they're taking their stuff down. So, pretty much for anyone listening in concrete, the Avon lady here can eat a fucking dick, and I really don't care about it. Because she's a goddamn.
Add Avon lady to the list of people that we don't do business with.
Friend. Yeah, no, I have a real problem with people that do that crap. Friend.
I don't.
So, but yeah, Mom did nothing wrong there.
Yeah, I know.
Friend.
Oh, was that the
What did I do?
Huh? You were there. That's a problem in itself.
was that the bitch who thought Kayla took her spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have business cards and brochures and stuff that you also give out?
Yes, we do. We have cards. We don't have. Well, the cards need to be updated now. Friend, that was 2 phones ago. So
Yeah.
But no, yours is still.
No,
the same.
mine's still good.
Yeah, Friend, it's just mine that need to be updated. I don't actually think we have any brochures left.
No.
But we like right now. The only thing we have left as an item that we actually own is keychains. Friend.
Yeah.
So
No, I've got a whole little stack of bumper stickers, but they all have the Saturday night show on them.
So yeah, the only thing we have left is keychains. Huh?
What you're holding out on the keychains. At some point, you could have said, "Hey, I'm part of the show. How about a keychain?"
Hey, bring Paul to my house, then you can have a keychain, asshole.
Oh.
There's
Oh, I've seen something recently.
At this point,
What?
Feathers that have been engraved somehow. They've got it's the quill type of feathers,
Oh, yeah.
and engraved them. Somehow they embossed the name onto it.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, either that or bandanas with the S-4 trademark on it.
Yep.
oh, yeah.
So for a while, we did
headbands.
have a store. We had an online merchandise store with all of our stuff branded, but
Yep.
we hardly ever made a sale. I think I bought
No.
the most off there. Oh, it was either me or Izzy that bought the most off there. So it just didn't go well, and unfortunately, we're at the point right now where it costs to keep that store open.
Yeah. Oh, we shut the store down like a year ago
Yeah.
because
Robert, between the two of you, I'm going to slap the both of you. Knock it off. Sorry, guys.
So it's getting kinky over there, is what you're saying. Friend. Robert, have you been a bad little girl?
Kick it to the curb, girlfriend.
Like, well, it just kind of makes sense because you were the one that brought up feathers, and so, and I know
Well, it's
that's
only because of the amount of birds that we got back out the front.
like if you start referring to Nikki as master or mistress.
I had somebody do that. It's been a lot of years since somebody did that, and I was like, "Don't ever say that to me again."
Oh, I wasn't going to go there.
Bullshit! I know like the areas you live in. There's probably been a few strangers who walked up and said that to you.
No, actually, no.
No?
Oh, no, there was an area when I was
Yeah, Everett's known for it.
yeah, there was an area when I was up in Everett. I was going to say walking down the street. That's not quite accurate, but anyway. There was a mansion. Actually, there was a mansion in Linwood and a mansion. And now this is what I've been told.
Which one?
It had activities, shall we say. I used to have friends who were very active and had a lot of play. And I have been told that, and of course they're not in use anymore, these facilities. There was a mansion in Linwood and there was a mansion in Everett. and the one in Linwood was supposedly the best of the best, and I'm like, I don't even want to know. And they're like, oh yeah, we got to tell you all about it. He gets on the phone, she gets on the phone, and I ended up getting an earful, and I'm like, oh god, okay, I'm not vanilla, but holy crap, that one even blew my socks off. Like, whoa! I didn't even know that was a thing. So, yeah. Anyway.
So earlier
yeah,
tonight, I was talking to my two boys, and we were talking about gelatin because they had made Jell-O, and my son Hunter said it's the exact same thing. It's almost like silicone. And then me and John continued talking. He said, I felt silicone in my hands, and I looked at him and said, so have I. He said, only in one hand, though. I said, no, I had both hands on there. And he had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. The kid's almost 17. Like, it was the most entertaining conversation I've had with him this week.
Well, the fact that it went right over their heads is not a bad thing.
Well, friend, no, because that just tells you how much worse the crap they're looking up is.
Yeah.
Because I know it's pretty bad.
Oh, they should go into a store. There's a couple of great stores around.
Right?
Oh my God, can you see their face when they go into lovers?
I had to find my whip that I use for stress. Oh, shut up!
Nikki, you can't say anymore. You're gonna get Robert excited.
Anyway, there was a great store. I found out this guy was telling me, he's like, the only place you can find the kind of whip you're looking for. Because I love weapons, I love whips, I love all, because they make a certain kind of cracking sound. And he's like, you're going to have to go to a horse and tackle store. And I'm like, no, because I don't want leather, because leather, I use mine out in the ocean. If I get really upset, here's something for folks who have anxiety. I don't typically have anxiety. But back in the day, during the time when I was going through my flashbacks of the abuse that I went through as a kid, and I was in counseling, my counselor and I tried to find different alternatives for me that would help me get out some of my anger that I had towards the predator. And one of the things that we found was that when I had gone to the ocean, I'd gone to Ocean Shores, and my girlfriend and I had spent the weekend there just getting away. She had 6 kids, and I had the one, and we always had kids in the house, and we both needed a break. So we took a weekend, and we went to the ocean, and I came across a kelp, one of those long pieces of rope kelp. And I went out into the ocean, and I used it on the ocean as a whip. And it
didn't work.
But it did, Eric. and it alleviated the action of using the whip on the water with the slapping sound of the water. Alleviated an incredible amount of stress for me. And so, for a lot of years...
But you made the ocean stop.
Yeah, kind of. I have stories I could tell about that. But anyway,
that's not a good thing.
You have a new nickname now. You know this, right? Dominatrix of the sea.
We can blame global warming on Nikki now.
It took a great number of years before I finally found the whip, and it's actually made out of recycled rubber. It's very short, and it's something that I can use on my bed if I need to, if I'm home, or I take it whenever I go to the ocean or whenever I go to a lake or a river or something, because if I need to get my stress out, I use that and it's great. It's safe. It doesn't damage anybody or me. I'm not harming anybody, and it alleviates pent up upset, basically. And it's a healthy, constructive way to deal with whatever is going on.
Nikki, whoever told you that, though, wasn't wrong. You should check out a tack store, because, like, the Boney Pony in Mount Vernon actually does have more than just leathers. They do have corded whips, as well as, they have chain whips now.
You knew. Matter of fact, I'm really good with that kind of thing on the other side, dealing with the paranormal, because chains and certain kinds of seaworthy items are usually what I use when I deal with really bad entities or beings. They get pretty pissed off at me, and the only thing that I found that works is really heavy, big chains. And there's somebody that you guys know, and somebody that Robert and I know. And I had a guy here in Astral. He was retired military. He was doing some stuff here that he wasn't supposed to. And I called our mutual friend up and I said, hey, can I get your help with something? And she was like, damn, Chica, don't ever let me piss you off. And I'm like, why? And she goes, because what you just did with that chain, she goes, that's some scary shit. and so, yeah, it's, so when I've got somebody in the paranormal or doing that kind of stuff, that's usually what I use is to deal with certain situations. But in the living, whips are really good. I mean, there's certain things about, and I think it comes from a couple of past lifetimes, because I used to be around horses all the time. Used to ride horses. It was the mode of transportation. And you didn't need a whip for a horse, but a whip came in handy. Kind of like when you watch the movie, oh God, I can't think of Indiana Jones, and he uses that whip and wraps it around tree branches. The only thing is that you can't get the damn things off the tree branches.
Well, no.
But they do come in handy for different situations like that. So, and I'm babbling. Sorry. Anyway, I love weapons. I love whips. I love different things, and it's all about getting energy out, the right kind of energy out of the body, and making it healthy and positive, turning a negative to a positive.
I don't know. When I put an axe through someone's head, I feel pretty positive. I'm positive their energy is coming out.
Along with everything else.
Well, it depends how far down you go.
All the way.
Okay.
All the way. I'm all about it.
Yep. And Bigfoot enjoys it too. Yep.
Yeah. He just watches.
and it was. No, he has a snack then.
He's one of those sickos.
So I do have a question. So when it comes to equipment in the paranormal,
yeah,
do you see a difference between what you use to investigate ghosts with what you use to investigate UFOs?
Yes.
And
other
what's
people
different?
might, I don't.
It's pretty hard to probe a ghost.
I use my. I mean, for me, it's the same situation. I mean, I've got a notebook and a pen or a pencil and me. That's it. That's what I use regarding paranormal. That's what I use if it's ufology. Now if it's Sasquatch, that's a different ballgame altogether. So
okay, what's different with Sasquatch?
What's different with Sasquatch is I'm making sure that I'm not wearing scented deodorant or perfume or a certain kind of scented soap to bathe in. I'm also making sure that I've got treats with me for them. If I'm specifically going to a specific location to meet them, so to speak, which I did last week, but didn't end up bringing anything because I had all sorts of hell go on. So, and I had intended on bringing something for the fairies, and that didn't pan out either.
Oh, you just done pissed them off.
No, actually, their home got cut down. The town cut down their tree that they were.
Well, then the town done pissed them off.
Oh yeah. So
That sucks
Nikki,
for them.
I think we need to call them the Fae now. Because
like the fairies.
my kids haven't told me I'm not allowed to use that word.
Well, they're part of the Fae family, so you know.
I got in trouble.
What, for saying fairy?
Yeah.
That word means a number of different things. So in this
culture.
day and age,
Cancel culture.
In this day and age, you can't say certain things.
yeah.
That's not true. If it comes out of my mouth, apparently I can say it.
You hold. Yeah, no, fuck you. I'm a witch. I will call them fairies because that's what they are.
Yeah,
I would suggest doing that when we're in San Francisco.
That doesn't. Well,
Or anywhere online.
Well, usually I preface that by saying paranormal.
There we go.
Something paranormal. So, because you're dealing with an entire, many different species of beings that fall under the category of Fae, and fairies just happen to be under that category.
Well, not to mention there's a whole array of fairies by themselves, besides them being a part of the Fae as well. So
true.
I think they're mostly underfoot.
Huh?
I think they're mostly underfoot, meaning mine when I stomp on them.
Yeah,
bastards.
that too. They stay away from the house for the most part, other than if they're.
Well, I have a quick question. Do fairies have anything like valuable?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like what?
Yes, they collect valuables.
Ah,
The stuff
Your
that you.
stuff.
The shiny shit that winds up disappearing by your bedside?
no.
Not all of them, but
No.
many of them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know all that money that you had disappear? I swear that was the fairy.
That was the fairy.
Yeah. Probably a big fairy.
What?
So some of the stuff I want to get, and I just want your opinions. I want to get Geiger counters because there's supposed to be radiation traces on landing sites anyway.
Why not just use your phone? Come on, there's an app for that.
No.
Or you could just like put a newborn baby.
I want to get
by it.
Geiger counters. I want to get level 3 hazmat suits.
If something happens to it, then you know.
We'll use your cat.
This is not newborn.
And obviously evidence collection kit, because you don't want to get soil samples and plant samples.
I use my tongue.
Excuse me.
I used to until my teeth started glowing.
Well,
What?
Casting material for footprints and stuff like that.
Yep. And so when you're talking night vision, because it's amazing what you see in the sky moving around with night vision on that you don't see with the naked eye.
Correct. Night vision goggles are really useful for that kind of thing.
They're expensive, but
if you get that, I get a flashlight.
they're worth it. Huh?
If you get that, I get a flashlight.
Have you
Okay.
guys?
Matter of fact,
They
talk
hurt.
to David. Oh God, I can't think of his last name. I did this before. He works with them. He's
Right.
the astrologer.
I know you're talking. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, talk to him because he's got all different kinds that he can recommend. He's
See,
a scientist.
I can't wait to study this book and take this test so I'm a full-fledged field investigative trainee. And then they're going to give me a what do they call that? A mentor.
So, what did the book cost you?
$120.
Woo!
Yeah.
How
Do you
big
get
is
a
it?
decoder ring with it?
How thick
Huh?
is it?
I don't know. It hasn't shipped yet.
Rick asked a question.
Huh?
Rick
Did you-
asked a
did you-
question.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah. Did you get a decoder ring with it?
Not yet. I don't get that until I don't think until my my mentor comes and takes me in a couple cases.
Okay.
And that I'm so excited because I get to go see a UFO, real, yeah, a real life UFO. Woohoo!
Let's hope it's not made out
Hey.
of cardboard.
Huh? What?
That came from down there.
God damn it.
I would talk if you want to deal with the paranormal regarding tools and equipment. I would talk to Bill Hauser about the kind of ghost boxes that he would recommend because he's been doing it for so many years.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I've heard alien voices come through spirit boxes. There's one that
for ETs.
yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. There's another. It's not Bill Hauser. I know Bill Hauser. I think he's in UK or Australia. I'm not sure which. But someone was using. It was called the. Oh God damn it! What was the name of that? It was. This sounds bad. But it was a spirit box built off the voices of serial killers.
Oh, holy
Hot
crap.
damn.
It was fucking awesome. And
Oh, thank you.
oh no, it was that one was cool. She actually was doing it on a Facebook Live, and an alien came through it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And well, she had never heard an alien speak to her before, not through a spirit box.
Really?
And so I'm
So
sitting there in the, huh?
I was just going to say, aliens and serial killers are on the same wavelength.
They were on that one. I don't think it matters. To be honest with you, I think they could have used any spirit box because they can attune to whatever wavelength you're on to communicate with you. To be honest, but I was in the chat room talking to her. There weren't many. There was like I don't know, probably 5 or 10 people watching that at that point in time. And I told her, shit, that was an off-world. And she's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I heard it. You heard it. Go outside and look up at the roof of your house. And she did, and well, sure enough, there was a light in the sky.
Yeah.
A craft over her house. And
Hot damn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
mm-hmm. So, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, before the show started tonight, I was looking around because I didn't realize we were going to just be doing stuff that was related to fairs or Rinfest or things like that. Because so I just typed in paranormal merchandise and I think I found the location for it online. It's called Ghost Stop.
Yeah, but Ghost Stop is too high priced.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
$5.99.95 for a ghost box.
Yep.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a whole bunch. There's a lot of them actually. There's about 10 different.
Olympus apparently has gotten into the EVP recorder market. I didn't know that they'd gotten out of photography, but they got a little EVP recorder with something
Yeah.
for $100. Yeah. Buddy Interactive Bear.
You can go to Radio Shack and pick up a damn mini recorder for $20. You can
Not
you
many
can.
Radio Shacks around anymore.
Oh, there is a Bellingham.
Is there?
But the point is, you can get you can even get a top of the line freaking digital recorder for still 20 to 30, maybe $40.
Oh yeah.
And you can go to Harbor Freight and pick up an EMF meter and a digital thermometer for $5.99. That's $5.99, not $599. So you know,
It's amazing though. It's a racket. Yeah.
It is. It is.
$400 for an Envoy Ghost box. I mean, they've got a Phasm light that apparently allows you to. It somehow illuminates ghosts if you're taking pictures. Okay. It looks cool.
Okay, so that leads to a whole bunch of science questions.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole lot of what the F.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, some of the stuff looks cool to use in other applications, like if you were going to be putting a sci-fi set together, like a spaceship or something, if you were going to shoot a movie. But yeah, looks like junk.
It pretty much is. That's why I say most of your paranormal gear actually was started by carpenters and electricians and house construction.
Yep.
That's the same equipment they used in building shit. And then somebody, I don't remember where it all started. Other than the Warrens. I mean, honestly, I think that's my favorite part about the Conjuring movies, and I've said this before, how they use their paranormal investigation techniques, old school. The flower on the floor looking for.
I used to do that. I mean, you throw. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
I used to throw. When we had a stalking issue at a family member's, used to throw down baking soda combined with flour, white flour, and you could see footprints. Somebody walking in and out of the home. And the same way happened when there were certain paranormal things being dragged across the floor that there's no footprints around. Yeah, there's some interesting stories along both of those lines. So yeah, I mean, you can do a whole lot of stuff with
very little.
Very, very little. I mean, a bag of baking soda and a bag of white flour. I mean, you start in one corner and work your way out to the front door.
And honestly, your EMF meter you get from Harbor Freight, it might not find you a ghost, but it'll find you an EMF leak coming out of either a light switch, extra energy coming out of your power box, and that indeed does cause hauntings.
Yes,
not
it does.
Real hauntings, but what you perceive as hauntings, because it can cause high EMF readings in a home can cause hallucinations, nausea, all kinds of stuff. So always look at the mundane, and that's how you do it. You get your basic carpentry and electrician tools, and there you go. But on the flip side of that coin, though, it can show you the possibility of ghostly spirits if there's nothing else wrong.
Yeah, and you also have to know and be completely aware about the air circulation in your home environment.
Yeah.
Because doors can close on their own, and you can think it's a paranormal situation when in fact it's not, because you've got an air circulation issue and it's literally sucking one door closed or pushing one door open if it's partially already opened. So there are quite a range of things that can make it appear paranormal when it's not.
Right down to knocks at a home could be your water pipes or your even your furnace venting. You know, and that's usually the first thing I look at. If somebody sends me a video that I think I've got a haunting, the first thing I look at is a video, and you know, oh, we've got orbs. Oh, look, they're kind of moving in a circular pattern. They're all moving to one side. Well,
mine always lean to the right.
do they? Mine.
Wait a minute, you're Canadian. Don't they lean to the left automatically?
No, because I'm always right. Haven't you gotten this yet?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, you look at the orb pattern flow, and you can just kind of tell. Oh yeah, okay, your furnace vent's over here.
And if you're filming at night, I mean, you can have, and you've got a light on in the yard, you can have bugs that are flying through the air that can, on a camera, on a video, can look like something else. And it's like, no, you're dealing with mosquitoes, or you're dealing with moths, or you're dealing with, there's, you know.
No, I'm looking at Robert's comment. Do your orbs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about what Rick asked.
Yeah, huh?
Whether mine lean to the left?
Yeah.
I think Robert's lean to the left because, like, the water in the toilets in Australia, friend, they lean to the opposite side.
There you go.
Nikki, what do you think?
I've tried really hard to keep it together because I really want to laugh.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Your head hurts tonight. I forgot about that. We're not helping your headache, Cole.
Oh, that's good.
I have that effect on most people.
You know what? This homeschool year is going to be fun because this year we've actually got the kids watching the weather. And they have to do a weather journal every morning with the humidity, the barometer pressure, the...
oh, good.
Yeah, they're...
Also do the...
What?
Do barometer and how it affects their health.
Pressures.
Yes.
Right.
Barometric pressures and their health, because get them aware of how the barometric Thank you. Barometric pressure, how it affects their body. If they start recognizing that now, by the time they're in their 20s and 30s, they'll immediately know anywhere from 12 hours to 3 days ahead of time what the weather's going to do without them even having and both you guys have kids that are very aware. I mean, I don't even have to know them, and I know that. I mean, they're very aware of stuff. I mean, they got goofy stuff, but I mean, that's any kid's got goofy stuff. So
I think you need to meet Hunter before you can make that assessment, because, friend, I don't think there's a thing in this fucking world that he's aware of. Friend.
You might be surprised.
No, I don't think I would. I'm not even allowing that kid to get a fucking license.
No,
friend,
no, not until you move back to Canada. Then he can get his license.
Here. Well, when I leave, then, maybe. I don't no, probably still not. There's too many people around. Friend, no, he in fact, he never played in a game last year in football because he doesn't actually have situational awareness at all.
You kind of need that on a football field.
You kind of need that in life.
Well, true, but especially on the football field.
Unfortunately, we just figured out also he has an addiction to an actual addiction to video games.
Ooh.
So
that's it's because it's stimulating a certain section of his brain.
But that's the problem, Nikki. I think that's why I disagree with your comment, is because most kids nowadays, they lose a lot of their other instincts and perception because of that.
Yeah,
but
because
their
they're getting overstimulated, and that's why. I mean, my kid is 31 years old. I mean, he's obviously full-grown adult male, and when he was real little and wanting to get into gaming and stuff, we put a hardcore limit on it because it affected. I watched what it was doing to him, and it would, within 20 minutes, he was overstimulated. And I was like, oh, this is not good, because then it was causing behavioral issues. And then as he started growing up, it was like, okay, we're going to keep it at this amount of time, because if you do any more than that. And so what I had to do is I had to figure out, as a parent, what worked best for my kid for brain stimulation for him that wasn't going to trigger overstimulation and wasn't going to trigger behavioral reactions.
Oh,
Because
come on.
he couldn't handle-
Atari Pong? What's wrong with Atari Pong?
It's addicting.
Yeah.
It is addicting. There are and it affects certain aspects, certain sections of the brain
But the
more than other sections of the brain. If you go in and do the research, it's really fascinating as to what they've learned, especially over the last 20 years.
Well,
we were just in the beginning stages of it back when.
I would rather have my kids playing Atari Pong than Fortnite.
Why?
Oh my God! Yes.
No, there are studies that have actually figured out that the more simple the game is, the more addicting it can be.
Oh, okay.
That's why there was such a problem
Never
with
mind.
Flappy Bird.
Never
Do you
mind.
remember that Flappy Bird game?
No.
Google actually had to remove it from every device. They have made it so you can't play that game on a Google device because it is so addicting that they stopped eating, they stopped doing every bodily function.
Everything. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Flappy Bird game.
Yeah, you just press the screen to make the bird jump. That's the only thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's that simple, and people were getting that addicted to
I
it.
don't pay attention to games.
Isn't that Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go made you get out and go exercise. You had to.
Wow.
Well,
But
that's
it was
actually
creating other
actually that's not true. There are so many apps nowadays that you can easily use to change your location to anywhere in the world, and you no longer have to go outside and walk. You can easily get the max level Pokemon just by sitting on your couch and using a simple app.
My fat kid knows this.
Yes, I do.
Of course you do.
Well, and I know it because of my son, and he's 31, and he doesn't play video games anymore. I mean, he's too busy working and, he's doing the routine, living life and doing the day in and day out stuff. So, just trying to get by. So, yeah, it makes a big difference.
Well, like I took
on the brain.
So I took all the devices away from Hunter last week, and I told my parents yesterday that I did that. And my mom asked me, "Do you think 2 weeks is going to be enough?" And I told her, "Mom, I didn't give him a time. I don't think I'm ever giving them back. I think I'm just going to sell the fucking things." Like, friend, like he'll get his phone back if there's ever a situation where he has to be out and needs the phone. Like if he goes out with friends, he has to have a phone on him. Because we're
How
not
old is he?
16. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
we're not in a day and age anymore where they can just walk up to a house, knock on the door, and ask, "Can I borrow your phone?"
Yeah.
We're not in a day and age where they can walk into a business and ask to borrow the phone.
Yeah.
And there's no freaking payphones anywhere.
Is this like
Not unless it's
actually
a dire
affecting
emergency. So
Hunter?
the only time you can do that, and
Video
even then
games?
it's questionable.
What?
Yeah.
Is it like actually doing stuff?
What do you mean?
Like with the whole coordination and awareness thing.
I don't understand what you mean.
How do I explain this?
Maybe start from the beginning and ask the full question.
This is why I'm not good at ELA. I don't know big words. Is it like how is it affecting him?
How is it affecting him?
Yes,
Can you wake him up
most of the time.
before 4 p.m.?
Most of the time, I just pull him off the bed.
But is he actually awake, John?
No, half the time not.
Okay, so how many that boils down to how many hours is he sleeping? That also goes down to nutrition
12.
levels. He's sleeping 12 hours.
Yeah, because he goes to sleep at 4 a.m.
Then wakes up at 12.
and wakes up at 4:03. So 12 hours a day. Nutrition. I've never seen a kid eat more. And we don't actually have that unhealthy of stuff in the house anymore. So most of it's pretty good stuff for him. It's like he did eat a whole can of Spam the other day.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the salt content.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Most of it is the fact that, like, if he is playing or if he has his devices, you can't do anything with him. You can't contact him. If he talks to you, it is only about the game.
Okay, yeah, that's.
There's nothing else in his life at that point. He's my only kid that actually has a girlfriend, and I think he ignores her when he gets the device back. And so I don't want him to lose his girlfriend. That would be horrible.
No, usually he's on a call with her while she's playing.
Oh, that's even better. So he's playing the game while he's talking to her, so he's not actually talking to her.
Yeah.
Filter about. Now, does he put it up on YouTube while he's playing the game?
No, they're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to do that until they turn 18 or until they read the full terms of service for both the game, the console, and Twitch.
And I think none of us are
they'll be
ever
100
going to do
years
that.
old by the time they get done with that.
Then they'll be 100 years old because until they are out of my house, those are my rules. I don't care. They need to know the ins and outs of that shit through and through before they're allowed to do it.
I agree.
Yep.
Okay, so what about work? Does he obviously doesn't have.
He applied for a job. So he did apply at 2 places, but all he gave him was an email address because he forgot the house phone number. So he didn't get a call back.
Hey.
Well, it was Valerie Stafford and Cascade Burgers.
Cascade Burger. Cascade. Nope. Actually, something's going on over there. They're losing a ton of they're desperately in need for employees. Mm-hmm. But the thing that's kind of holding them back, they're only hiring 17 and up.
Well, they need to change their standards a little bit because also if you're serving, they only hire very, very cute young girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won't hire anyone else to serve.
Well, they're in need of cooks, so that.
I've met most of the teenagers in this town. I can understand that.
I can cook.
Huh?
I can cook.
Well, yeah, you don't have to be in.
Hey. I can make a pretty good casserole.
You can make one casserole.
No, I can make plenty, but Becky's still the other.
Who the hell's Becky?
Don't worry about it. She's annoying. It's a thing. Don't worry about it.
We are dealing with people that don't exist now because I don't know a Becky.
No.
It's a thing in football. But yeah, I know a lot of...
I know the football team. There's no Becky on the football team, so now we're really worried.
Football too?
How many times did you hit your head last week?
None, actually.
There's no Becky's at the high school.
This is just natural occurring stupidity, eh?
No, it's a thing at football.
Drug-induced?
No.
You've been taking steroids again?
We'll leave it.
But yeah, I know how to make the normal casserole.
Nikki's asking the question.
Yeah.
How old are you, hon?
Wait a second.
So we're at about 3 in intelligence?
At 15 and a half.
Emotionally, maybe about 5.
He had he had to count his age on his fingers.
Yes.
4.
John has an issue with short-term memory. He always has.
Yeah.
If you talk to him about something, you walk away for 5 minutes, come back and ask him about it, he can't remember what you guys talked about.
Finding Nemo. But that was everything.
Yeah, he is Dory in a lot of ways.
But I have a longer memory than her. Instead of a few seconds, it's like a few minutes. But yeah.
Have you looked into... oh crap, now I'm going to have to look it up. I can't think of the name of it. It's got a 3 name... Oh... Bugger to beans. I used to know somebody that had that. Cole, when I remember it, I'll write it down and I'll send it to you. I cannot think of the name of it right now.
Well, I can testify that John is one of the smartest young men I've ever.
Yeah.
He
I
is,
was going to
but
say, it doesn't mean
it's,
that he's
Short-term
not...
memory is not.
No, it doesn't mean that he's not intelligent. It just means
No,
it's a memory issue.
Yeah.
It's genetically alcohol related.
What?
That's what we have determined. His grandfather has huge problems with short-term memory, and that is very much so alcohol related. His mother does as well, and unfortunately that is also alcohol related.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Start eating it.
So, but
Ouch.
the grandfather, well, he has short-term memory problems, long-term memory problems. He has problems. But he does. Like John does pretty good with everything.
Yeah.
For him,
no, John,
despite
John.
that, like he has learned to use his phone in a constructive way, where he writes things down. If I ask him to do something, he'll write it down so he knows what he needs to do for the day.
I should probably check that.
For but
Thrills
Keep
to me.
Post-it notes everywhere.
I'm not giving him post-it notes because his phone has a post-it note app, and that post-it notes are expensive now. Friend,
Everything's
I used to
expensive
make
now.
my own.
What's the WW?
We're trying to get that direction
Weight Watchers.
to make
It's
everything.
a quick stop in Texas. That's
No,
what WW is.
it's Weight Watchers.
It's right down the street
Whoa.
from.
How did
Your
I
mom
do
probably
that?
told you that you need to join them.
We're gonna have a greenhouse so I can grow my own
How did
tobacco
I do
too.
that?
I got a greenhouse now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ooh. What the? Okay, now that was you. Okay,
Get out of there.
I got
What
my
the hell?
cursor.
What
hooked
the
Oh,
hell?
who's sad?
I keep thinking it's me.
What the fuck?
What the hell are you doing?
What am I missing?
What's
I'm
Oh.
moving the cursor, and every time I move the cursor now, I accidentally hit the heart.
There's
for
shit popping up in
reaction.
here. Whoa, Twitter doing some weird shit.
Clapping.
No, Skype. That's Skype.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, now everybody's doing it.
Tools. Yay!
For those listening, you can't see what's happening, and you'll never get to see. So I'm sorry. Right. Well, Nikki just did that, so now I got to do it
Raise his
again.
head.
We got to do it again because Nikki did that. Fran,
Get out of there.
Dear God.
you can raise your hand.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh.
It is chat, share screen,
Oh,
raise hand.
check that shit out.
Well, everybody, Rick has a question, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But.
See, this is why you don't raise your hand.
So, if I was going to a fair and I was going to be looking for something supernatural, what would you recommend to be the one thing I should look into?
Sex doll.
Monkey paw.
There you go, monkey paw.
Well,
You get a few wishes with it, so.
or a spider palm.
You have a sex
Oh my!
No.
Did you just rip your cat across the wall?
No, he suddenly ran after something.
You say monkeypox?
I had an inflatable Godzilla once upon a time. That's as close as I've gotten to anything inflatable.
You know, when you say that, I kind of wonder what you did to Godzilla.
I know what one of my college roommates did to it, and pretty sure it's where you're thinking. So,
No.
Are you seeing things
oh, there was a lot of alcohol involved. It was not a good night. So,
No wonder the sister took you.
he was asleep on top of it, and I didn't ask any questions, and we just threw it
Don't
away.
even, Rick. That's
where
a
you-
total. That is a total Valley Girl move. You do not blame the alcohol. Okay.
Oh, well. You blame the person drinking the alcohol, yes. But
Where's these scissors?
Yes.
Pop that thing, yeah. Jeez.
well, it was pop. That's part of it.
Scissors were not required.
Don't ask questions, just let him throw it away. And he did. So, and we still give him hell to this day.
There's so many names that that could be good.
I know. It was right before spring break. It was the night before, and it was.
Rick walked in and all he's...
University, and rather graduated from there, believe it or not.
Rick walked into the room, just pointed and said, Godzilla! Godzilla!
Godzilla's nuclear breath looking after.
Actually,
I just noticed he has a mole.
Jesus.
Hey, stop putting your hand on my face.
So, Robert, what kind of stuff they got in Australia fairs?
Kangaroos for free.
Oh, God, we gotta go get a kangaroo.
Spiders that can kill you under 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy those.
They have got root testicle bags.
They
actually
They're
cut
what?
the cups off and use the bags as a carry bag. Just a carry bag.
Why?
Kind of like this, but it's smaller.
He's showing a gem sack right now, guys.
What does it do? What
It holds things.
No, not the gym sack.
It's like a fanny pack.
The bag of roots.
Robert,
has to-
this is a family show. Quit trying to show everyone your sack.
Wait, when did it become a family show?
Wait.
Since I invited my kid.
Oh, okay.
As a dice bag.
Hey, look, John, it's one of Robert's balls.
D&D dice bag.
Oh,
Oh, you just got a bird fly in. He's on the top shelf.
Most,
There you go.
that's some dedication, I do gotta say. I've never seen someone actually write numbers 1 through 20 on their balls.
That's a problem if you have 20.
You can get yourself a mold.
It's a problem if you got 20.
I'm going to say, so
That's like a...
you're not going to find them at the fair. But if I go to a paranormal event, I like going to the authors' tables. And if money wasn't the option or wasn't the limit, get all the autographed books.
Yep, that's what I did. Was that your
always like to find out one
I got
person.
2 books.
Eric signed us up with this publishing house to have some authors on the show a while ago. I read 20 paranormal books. It made me never want to read one again. Holy crap! This was the worst set of books I've ever seen. Friend.
And the best part about the paranormal
questions.
Oh no, I can't do that. Friend.
Yeah, I'm still getting...
The 2 authors that you had at the Paracon, I really like them.
I'm still getting author emails.
So am I.
To come on
I
the
got
show.
one from that guy who believes Arthur was real, and he...
oh, yeah.
But he wasn't in the time that they said. Friend. He was real in, like, Yeah, but he was real in... what's that? Mesothelioma? No. That's a disease. Mesopotamia.
Stop eating.
He was real in that time. Friend. And then the first time he came back was in the Middle Ages. Friend.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I can't deal with people like that. Friend.
Yeah. And the best part of paranormal festivals is every once in a while you find that one person that just sells a bunch of stuffed things. It's amazing. Because one
out of 100 books.
There's a possum.
Yeah.
Well, aren't most of the authors that are at these things just selling like romance stuff?
No,
Like
vampire, not the ones we get. Not the ones we get.
You get some that actually have technical documents in a book.
Okay.
Keith has a couple actually really good books. He has the Alien Race book that he made and then he's got a full series that's kind of a fantasy thing and it's really good. I can't pronounce the fucking name though because it's Keith and he picked just a bunch of letters from the alphabet. I think. I don't know how to say that word.
What is it?
Yeblik or something? Do you remember, Nikki?
I have his
Yeah,
Races of the World book. I don't have the series. I don't have the book series.
What's the series called, Nikki? Come on, say it. Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to look at it to be able to pronounce it. It's the only way that I can do it. You got an image of his first book? I can do it then, but I can't do it off the top of my head because it gets garbled in my brain. And it's not that difficult. It's just, but damn, it's not one I remember easily.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple of people that I know that have his book and really like. I mean, besides the Races of the World book, with all the ETs.
Well, and part two should be coming out soon too.
Yeah, he's been working on that with pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Then there's he said he's working on somewhere between 4 and 6 new books or additions to other series that he's had out. So he's pumping out books. He's pumping out new parts of his different series that he's got going on.
Robert got Robert. Yeah, Robert got in there.
Looks like
he got it before I did.
Yielderback.
Yield. That's not quite right.
Right? Like I cannot.
Yield. It's Bach. It's not back. It's Bach.
Yielderback.
Hang on a second.
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly feel like I have to be Jewish to pronounce that because it looks like kind of like a Jewish word.
It's either Yitterbach or Itterbach.
I know how.
But I have read the first.
It's Ilderbach. Ilderbachian. There we go.
I've read the first 3 chapters
series
of that, and it was pretty good. And I still haven't had a chance to purchase it.
Yielderback.
It's spelled Yldrabac, and it's the Ildebachian series.
By R. Keith Andrews.
Yes, by R. Keith Andrews.
I put it into Google Translator.
I know a couple of people who have it,
and
so
this is what
they've really enjoyed it.
Good.
It says.
Yielderback.
Yielderback. That's what Google Translator said.
Yeah, but that's Google Translate. It doesn't
I don't like fiction books.
Ilder.
I prefer
not elder.
Ilder.
Yeah.
Ilderbachian.
Ilderbachian.
That's how he pronounced Ilderbachian. Yeah.
I think we just summoned a demon. That worked 15 times, way too many.
About 20 times. 20 demons of the Ilderbachian race. Ilderbachian, yes.
That's the only way that I can remember is when I see the book and I think about how he pronounces it, and I can't do the Ilderbach, I do Ilderbachian. It's the only way I can get that word.
He's just not ripping off some German beer company or something. Ilderbach. Okay, I'll just put the 2 words together. It's a dark flavored hop. Yes.
Hey, Rick, I got a question for you.
Yes.
If you're at a bar and you're ordering vodka and tomato juice, what are you ordering?
Vodka and tomato juice. It's Bloody Mary, right?
What are you ordering? What are you ordering?
Vodka?
No, don't say it.
No.
Is it bad to say Bloody Mary 3 times?
3 times.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Well, a computer screen is kind of a mirror.
It's becoming a mirror. Yeah.
You have to be in the bathroom in front of the mirror with the light off and the door closed.
What is it supposed to do?
And Bloody Mary's going to come to you and slice your head off.
Out of the toilet.
Yeah.
I can handle
You
it.
going to go try it?
Sure, why not?
I need to introduce him to Dogma.
We got a few.
And he knows about the shit monster.
We got a few candles lit.
Huh?
I'll put candles in there. Why not?
I wouldn't do that if the shit monster comes.
I can take it.
Oh, no, that would be a very.
I got a plunger.
Or you can go in front of the bathroom mirror and say Candyman 5 times. Yeah. Either one of them.
Yeah.
If you want a really good time, do it both.
And then Beetlejuice as well.
Yeah, Beetlejuice as well.
Yep.
Have a party of ghosts.
Candyman. Candyman.
Yeah.
Bill
Speaking
Clinton,
of
Bill Clinton.
Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
And yes, they are. I'm so excited for that.
Me too.
And somebody's already nicked off one of their sculptures.
Oh really?
Yeah, the big boy type thing.
Yeah.
There's a bird
They've taken off to
communicating.
that somehow. Huh. I don't know who,
What
but they've
the
nicked it.
fuck? Friend.
Yeah.
Well, thieves are gonna thieve.
Oh, speaking of little thieves, he's got the birds are coming in. I just saw him in in his TV screen.
Yeah, they're screaming at him.
Yeah, they weren't just screaming. They were flying around. They were coming in and out towards the.
Oh, that's why
floor.
when I fed them. Just then.
Yeah, I know.
Like, hey, get out of that TV set. Hey, give us food. You want food?
They're undoing the bolts in the back, so they're trying to take it out.
How the hell did you get?
Oh, hey, Robert,
Yep.
how's Castle going?
No, it's doing okay. You know, up to I think almost season 3 now. I have seen it before, but I just decided to rewatch it.
Okay, yeah.
Still laughing at it.
About season 5 is where it starts to get weird. So
Yeah,
just
I
so you
know.
know, it's coming in advance. It's
Yeah.
I'm not telling you anything.
That's when he gets kidnapped, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Castle?
Oh,
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
what happened? Okay.
Oh, we're watching.
It has
Yeah, it went
I
off
didn't
our
watch
rails.
it very much.
We're watching Two Broke Girls.
Oh yeah, they're funny. I like them.
So I've just picked up the Lower Decks and Star Trek and the other one from Star Trek The South.
Strange
can't remember
New
the name. Yeah, Strange New Worlds, that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
Haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, there's a crossover coming down the road. So
I've seen that.
So
Where
It
they
is.
actually get to live action.
yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Oh, you saw it? Oh, it's
I saw the ad for it. Yeah.
the ad for it. Okay, it's Paul
Rick?
enjoyed it.
Rick, how's Letterkenny coming?
Still need to go.
Jesus Christ, man!
Well, we let the Hulu subscription run out, so first of the month I'll jump back on it again. So yes, but yeah, I have enjoyed the 5 episodes I've watched. So,
Nikki,
I'm
have you watched
surprised
that?
Canadians-
Have you watched Letterkenny, Nikki?
I don't even know what that is. Say it again.
Letterkenny.
Letter.
No.
It's my childhood.
It's a bunch of Canadians talking really fast.
It is literally my childhood. If you watch it, you'll view what I lived through going up.
It's
Type it
Canadian
in.
Seinfeld.
Type it in the chat
Letter
because I'm
Kenny.
hearing it differently in my ears, and I don't know why.
Letter Kenny, like Kenny Rogers.
Oh,
With the letter.
Got it. Okay.
Robert, have you watched that one? I don't know what the hell you'd watch it on.
The entertainment.
And I don't have Hulu. Eric, what would you recommend regarding tarot cards and oracle cards to the public? What would
You
you
know what?
recommend?
Stick with the Rider Waite. Stick with the common deck. If you're meant to get a different deck out there, because I mean, there's 11 billion decks out there, and
Actually, there's about 8 billion in this world.
Yeah.
Well, no, not even that.
There's still 11 billion.
So like only 4 billion.
I mean, so if
There's
you
a lot
have
of decks, but
right, if you have a preference, if you have an author preference or an artist preference, rather, go with that one. That's going to have more of a tune with you. Me personally, I have the Enchanted deck. I've had it for over 20 years. Use the same deck. I never had an issue. It's very detailed. And go with your gut. That's the best way to find the deck you're supposed to have. Go with your gut. And honestly, I don't even pay attention to the difference between Oracle and Tarot. That's just me. We just had this conversation, I think today or yesterday. Everybody starts thinking they need everything. I need candles and incense and and I need this
Crystal ball.
Huh?
Crystal ball.
This statuary, that statutory. I've got to have
statutory. That's different, Eric.
But the point is, you don't need any of it.
Gotta get your earth off.
Huh?
As he shows a gigantic gemstone, which
Right.
looks like a
Rose quartz.
No, there's a little.
Wait, hold on.
There's a little
Nick,
bit of.
what were you going to say that it looks like? Come on, share with the group.
But there's a difference with stones, in my opinion, because fuck off. When it comes to stones, all rocks.
You mean this stone?
Well, no, every part of natural
reproduction.
Huh?
Reproduction.
Yeah, that too. But no, if it comes from nature, then it's got its own properties. It's got its own materials to it that will benefit you. Whether it's with a baby or
The only person that with stones that don't come from nature I know is that bicyclist.
Well, kidney stones too.
Friend. Those come from nature.
No.
Well, and Red Bull. But
yeah,
And the guy in
I
the
don't
alley.
think they have stones.
Huh?
Bicyclists. I don't think the.
no, who's that? Who's that cyclist?
Which?
Armstrong.
Yeah. No, he.
Lance
Armstrong.
Lance
Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Oh,
He's got one stone that didn't come from nature. It came from the hospital.
Sure what steroids he was using. He has no.
That's true.
anyway, you some, not everyone, gets to the point where they don't need to use the color correspondences, for example, for doing spell work or anything like that, because it's all ingrained in you. All you need the toys, I call them, are to. Oh, you're dying over there, Cole. I've never seen you die that hard.
I never thought I'd heard you talk about the toys.
Oh, good God. But anyway.
And enjoy those toys.
As you pulled up, yeah.
Why do you feel so uncomfortable? You don't want to hear about Uncle Eric's toys?
No, you two can keep that to yourself.
Us too, Cole. Us too.
I don't know what you guys do with though. I don't want to. No.
Oh shit! Did you pop my dildo again?
What?
Oh, yeah, you heard me right. Anyway.
Dear Lord,
Friend.
I kid you not.
So,
Well, it's been an interesting show, that's for sure.
it has.
Sick with the possum.
As usual, the topic is sort of there.
Hey, Don, look.
Yeah.
We've had giant.
Oh God.
It's like,
Anyway, getting back to spirituality, yeah. Well, that's spirituality too. But yeah.
Well, we got books and we got toys.
I just noticed John's comment. Opossum so finger licking good. Ask your question. After you lick your finger, what do you do to the possum? Because he looks scared like hell.
What are you doing to a possum?
Yeah.
You know it's called bestiality, right?
I'm just saying, like possum meat is really good if you season it.
yeah, have you ever caught a possum? Have you ever
No,
caught a
but
possum?
one of my friends
Yes.
gave me some.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Was this Harley?
Oh,
No.
I'd rather
I hope not, because that was a lie if it was. Friend,
take on a bear than possum.
I have a feeling you've never tried possum.
Ooh, I haven't even tried possum. Fuck that.
I've been to Louisiana. Since I haven't eaten possum.
Oh, is that what a baby possum looks like?
Jesus Christ.
They found the toys. Oh.
Not as bad as flaming spiders, but still.
Possums found the toys.
Wait, there's flaming spiders?
What?
In Australia. There are flaming spiders.
Damn.
When they have the wildfire season.
Oh. Anyway, as we come to a close, I'll reiterate, too. Tarot cards. Yes, go with a deck that calls to you. Go for an artist that maybe your preference. And,
Nikki?
oh,
okay?
you're killing me.
I think if a deck calls to you,
yeah. They usually do.
Louisiana,
Do they?
and I said Benoit's, I meant Benays.
No.
sounds like Nikki found your toys too.
Let's get a little bit back on subject.
Yeah.
And I do have a question. What's next show's gonna be about?
Toys.
Why you gotta ask questions like that? Huh?
I need to know
Why you gotta be like this?
I need to know what to study.
Good luck.
How about the hearings?
The only thing I've ever seen you study for a show for was 2 weeks ago, and it was alien or cryptid sex positions.
No.
That's the only time you're actually studying real hard.
I've studied for all of
Now
these.
that I can tell you about.
I got a ton of things in my nose.
What?
Wait. Nikki knows about cryptid sex positions?
Of course, she misses the episode.
Yeah,
No.
Dad came up with a good one, the Nessie Knob Gobbler.
Friend,
We don't need to recite them again.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, why don't we talk about what the UFO hearings? I won't have a lot to say because I'm not going to watch them, but
I'm going to be studying that this week.
I got a lot of going on. So,
They're done, aren't they?
Yeah.
Huh? Yes. I've got them
They're
downloaded
going to
now.
move to us the private hearings where they can divulge, I guess, important information.
It's okay. I've got the hearings downloaded, and I'll be watching them this next week, along with the NASA ones that I still haven't gotten to. That's 4 hours of what looks like boring shit.
It's the hearing is 2.5 hours.
No, I'm talking about the NASA one too.
Oh, the NASA.
I'm going to try to watch. I'm going to try to watch the 4 hours of NASA.
Yeah.
And the one they just had today.
It seemed like jibber jabber to me. It just seemed like that NASA hearing was just a bunch of jibber jabber, and they were dancing around.
I wonder.
You know what? I like listening to them anyway because there might be something that I pick out of it.
Well, yeah. If anybody can do it, it'd be you, because I.
I can't wait to meet my mentor. Woohoo!
Do you know who it is yet?
Nope. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun.
Well, then I just want to tag along.
They have UFO parties in Port Townsend.
That's cool.
Yeah.
If they ask you to drink a special punch, do not drink it.
Oh, I'm not going to
That's
drink
my
the punch.
advice.
I take my own thermos of coffee anyway.
And if they start putting on white hoods, leave.
Hey, I'll stick around for that one. See what happens.
I might.
Friend,
I do.
with that, ladies and gentlemen, we do have to go. I mean, like, we've been here for 2 hours already. We all have lives. Eric's got to get back to his toys. Nikki's got to get back to her lips.
Toys. We get back to toys.
Polish for rocks.
Yes.
Robert's going to go play with his stones for a while.
And birds and stones.
Me and Rick are going to go do normal things. Maybe.
I will put the UAP hearings. I'll put a link in the chat for everybody, for the public, so that if they don't know where to find it, they can find it there.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting times we live in, folks.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes, they are.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.
Yep.
Friend, and we will see you next week with the UFO hearings.
Yeah.
friend.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.